Hi, Michael Mowbray here again, owner of MoLight and master photographer. I'm here to talk with you about the core of the MoLight system, the FT16 transmitter and receiver, along with our AD360 and our V850 manual flashes. It's what I call trying to make flash photography stupid easy, and I don't mean any disrespect by that. I'm an accomplished photographer, and I like to make things easy when I can. Hey, why do we make everything so difficult? That's the beauty of this flash system. It makes things really easy. Easy to understand, easy to control your flash from camera position and working with off-camera flash. So let's talk a little bit about how this system works. This is really a training video to show you how to use it. It really should take about 30 seconds, but I'm probably going to take a little bit longer than that. It's so simple. I can't believe how easy this is. So what we have here is the FT16 transmitter. This will work with our AD360 and our V850 and V860 flashes. Let's talk about the features of the FT16 transmitter. Very simple to turn on, just a simple on-off switch on the side. Up on the top here in the top right corner is a dial that goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and then goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? What does this mean? This is simply designating different groups that you can put your flash on. So I want to set my key light on group A, for example. I want to set my fill light on group B, for example. I want to set a kicker light that's lighting the hair on group C, or a kicker light that's lighting the edge of the subject on group D. All those different settings allow you to just simply turn and assign power settings to any one of those groups. So let's go through that again. I can have my key light on group A. Right now I've got it set to 1/16 power. I go and meter it, and let's say I'm a third stop short of where I want to be. I can go down here to the plus and minus arrows, hit plus, and it takes that power on that particular group up 1/3 stop. Just that simple. Or I can turn it down 1/3 stop. Another really cool feature along with that, if you can see where it says buzz right here, if I go over and turn on my flash here, and this one I've got set to, let's see if it's set to group A. It's set to group A right now. I'm set to group A. Do you hear that? It gives me an audible signal that I am turning the power up and down, which I do like. We can do a test fire there, and you heard the beep. It says that the flash is ready now. We can turn that off if we are in a situation where it needs to be quiet. So we turn that off. We can still turn the power up and down. We just don't get that confirmation beep. The next thing we have here is lamp. Lamp just turns on an infrared system on your flash. You can see it right here, that helps you focus in low light situations. I don't use it often because it does tend to drain the battery a little bit, but if you should ever need that feature, you can turn it on remotely from your transmitter here. Here are our different channels. The channels dictate what frequency the signal is going out on. Why would that be important? Well, A, you need to make sure that your transmitter and your receivers are all set to the same channel so they talk to each other. And also, if you ever run into any interference or somebody else that's using this very same system, you want to make sure that you're on different channels from each other so you don't conflict with each other's signals. As a default, I like to turn all my little toggle switches down so I know that that's my core settings for my channels. That way I know if something's not firing, one of the first things I go and check is if one of these toggles got bumped. And that's 99% of the time. If something didn't fire, that's what happened. The beauty of these things, other than their simplicity, is they fire every time. Only time they've never fired is when I screwed something up. Like I had a toggle switch that was off, or I forgot to turn one on. That's the only time it's never fired. Okay? I've never had that happen with any other system. That's one of the reasons why I love this system. Not only is it simple to use, but it's bulletproof. It works every time. It's crazy cool. So this is the FT16 transmitter. Now we can come over here to set, and we can get into this whole system, and this gets us into a whole EV system. Like if you're used to working with photogenics, honestly, I say don't even go there. Long press, get this back into your regular system of working here, which I think is full power down to 128th power in third stop increments. That's the easiest way to understand this, because we're typically working in situations where it's not bright enough. Well, I need about third stop more power. Boom, turn it up a little bit more. Oh, it's way underexposed. Meter it. Oh, I'm off by 2 stops. Turn it up 2 stops. It's just that simple. Okay, it's a very simple system to use. This is what I use in the studio all the time. I'm using 2 AD360s as key light and fill, and then I'm using up to 4 or 5 V850 flashes as my kicker lights, edge lights, background light, hair light, whatever. I can mix those all up, and then I put each single flash on a different group. Because if I'm sitting at camera, creatively I can say, I need a little bit more hair light. I can just go to the group that I got my hair light set to and turn that up a little bit more. Or I want something really edgy. I want double edge light cutting in, and I want it really strong, almost kind of a fashion-y kind of look. I can turn those both up from camera position, or I can turn them down. This way I'm not only being a technical photographer, but more importantly, I'm being a creative photographer, and I have a lot of control over what all my different lights are doing. And it's very simple to do with this system. The FT16 transmitter, along with the FT16 receiver on the AD360. And here's the FT16 receiver that's clipped into the side of the AD360. It's a USB port, very simple. Take off the weather protector, or just switch it up. Clips in, lights up briefly saying that it's on and ready to receive a signal. Same kind of dial as you have on your transmitter, same channels that you have on your transmitter. Make sure that your designated group that you want this flash set to is correct. So this is set to A. That way I know on my transmitter that if I want to control this particular flash, I need to turn my transmitter to group A and then turn the power up and down. That's all it works. Very simple. There's no battery in these receivers. The receivers are running off the power of the flash. So you don't have to deal with button-sized batteries or AAAs or AA's or anything like that. It's running off the power of the flash. It's the same story for the V850 and the V860 speed lights. These use an FT16S receiver. You notice that this is rectangular, whereas the FT16 receiver for the AD360 flash is rounded. So there are 2 different receivers. They still work on the exact same system. This clips into the side. No battery in this receiver either. It runs off the battery power of the flash. Same kind of settings. We've got a dial up top here with all of our A, B, C, D, E, F, and then 0 through 9. So you can set this up to whatever group you want. That's 15 different groups if you're not counting. So I could have 15 different groups of flashes, remote control them all from camera, and turn the power up and down remotely from camera. That's a lot of power in a really inexpensive system. These receivers are $15. Along with the transmitter and a kit, it's $39 total. Okay? You can outfit how many different flashes for less than $100? It's crazy. So this is the FT16S receiver. This is what you need for our manual flashes, the MoLight V850 and the MoLight V860 flashes. So we control the power on the V850 flash the same way we do with the AD360. Using the FT16 transmitter. You can use this in your hand too, by the way. People are always asking, how do we meter this stuff? Well, it's really simple. I just hand hold the transmitter, go to where my subject is, finger on the test button. Now I want to meter my key light. I aim my light meter at the key light. Boom. I test fire. Aim it at the fill light. Test fire. Aim it at the edge light. Test fire. Aim it at the hair light. Test fire. You don't need to have your light meter tied directly into your transmitter system. It's just as simple as doing this. I mean, let me show you real quick. Let me demonstrate. Very simple Sekonic L358 light meter. It's my favorite. I've got the L758. I like this a lot better. It's just simple. Again, we don't need to make everything really complex. This works great. It's an ambient light meter as well as a flash light meter. So if I wanted to meter this flash, and I just wanted to see, say this flash is lighting my background right now. I want to turn to whatever power setting I'm on here. Let's say I want to test it at 1/64th power. I want to see what that light is that's hitting my background. I'm getting F2 at ISO 200. Is that what I want? I don't know. I don't know what I'm shooting right now, but it's as simple as that. I want to measure my key light, same kind of thing. I'm going to point at the key light, test fire. Fill light, test fire. Edge light, test fire. Edge light, test fire. Hair light, test fire. Okay? That's how you meter with this. So getting back to this system, I've got this set on group F. So I just go to group F on my dial and I turn the power up and down. I've got the buzzer turned on, okay? Turn the power up and down. Just that simple, guys. Let's make it easy for ourselves so we can be more creative. And that's one of the ideas behind the system. Let's take portable flashes that are very lightweight and compact, and we can take them anywhere. I fly all over the place with this stuff, okay? It fits into one 1510 Pelican case that I can put overhead in most airlines. So very compact. I have my entire lighting kit with me. So we take this very compact portable lighting system with us that allows us to create complex lighting very simply. That's the key to the system. Very easy to create creative, complex lighting in a portable package. That's the beauty of the MoLight system. Thanks for watching.